Everybody, welcome back. Today we have an Adam Warlock review to do. I don't think we've done an Adam yet. This is going to be gold, and here's what they said, what I want to work on. In most of my games on Adam, I have high deaths because of dives, some characters, etc. In this game, I really think I need to work on how to play against Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight, and maybe have better aim. Alright, perfect, so let's get started. So usually when it's low elo, like gold, silver, metal ranks, plat even, and we're dying to Squirrel and Moon Knight specifically, it's probably a positioning problem. So we're gonna do this review, mostly focus on positioning and macro. We'll go over some micro things if it shows up. But for now, who's on your team? We have Thor, Emma, very strong front line. Thor's very good right now. So has Emma, always been good. For your DPS, you have Magic, Punisher. So Punisher's probably going to play with you, and then hopefully this Magic is on the flanks, so you won't see her as much. And then for your other support, we have Rocket. Rocket's really good at spamming out heals, so he can probably make up for a bit of the lack of healing that Adam has. But we're going to want to make up with that for damage. So, let's see how we start. Nice, okay. Okay, there is another door. Let's go through the other door. There we go. Nice. Okay, where are we gonna stand? Okay, that's a pretty good heal. Nice. Okay, we're too close. I don't like how close we are. Yeah, so this is already just dangerous, right? So let's watch from Squirrel Girl's perspective, okay? Just to really illustrate the point. So Squirrel Girl is shooting at your tank. She's doing what Squirrel Girls do. They shoot at the tanks, they spam down the choke, right? This is what they do. So where you are right now, if she misses what she does, if she misses the tank, she's gonna hit you, right? So she doesn't even have to try to hit you in order to actually kill you. She's just spamming. So we want to keep that in mind when we're positioning as Adam. And we want to be out of line of sight or by cover, right? So let me make sure I have this on. Okay. Now if we go here, the line of sight is here, right? This is where they can see you. All of this is no-go. And we're right in the middle of it, right? So we want to be on the edge over here next to a wall. I prefer, even if you were a little farther back, Adam can play farther back, right? He's got some hit scan stuff on his left click. He can spam the projectile. So right here, we can spam. Over here, we can spam. Here, we can spam. Here, we can spam. Out here, we're just asking for trouble, right? So then that's just left and right. The next thing is like distance, right? The heals just have to be close. Right, so we don't want to be too close, but we don't want to be too far away. So, right here. Right here. If we're going to be closer, then we really need to hug the wall. If we're going to be farther back, then we can go out a little bit, right? That's what we want to think of. So, let's see. Okay, we use our self-res. I don't mind this. No, just stay out to the side. Good. You only have to turn your brain to half power when playing Squirrel. Yeah. This is good. This is good. I love this positioning. Nice. Okay, now your tank has moved up, so now we're going to scoot up. But no, don't stop here, right? Again, we have our sight lines. Okay, right here, here. I want you over here. Then we can spam out again, okay? So use your Emma. Your Emma is making space. She just put up a shield. This is a perfect time to scoot over here. And that's going to help you so much. Okay, not a bad healing. Ah, that's unfortunate. So again, if we're over here, right? If we're over here and we shoot this, we have a health pack and we have our teammate and we're out in the open. This is also just, you know, low elo if we work on our aim a little bit. I know it's hard, but Adam actually can, like, kill the squirrel. If you want to kill the squirrel, it's the big one in the middle. You got to focus on this one. Yeah, that'll happen. We get rezzed. Oh, we get rezzed and then die immediately? Hold up. Let me view this player, please. Thank you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay. Oh, good luck, Jake. I believe in you. I think Adam's best way of dealing with dive is just killing the diver. Yeah. Bro, Adam is scary to dive if they have really good aim. They just headshot you a bunch of times. He does so much damage. Alright, we're a little inactive right here. I'd prefer if we were spamming, right? We need to be getting our damage out. Okay, yeah, this is not as useful as we want. We need to be doing damage here. So this whole time we could be shooting and doing this, right? You pop out, shoot, and then you go back to wait and like charge up your right click, then you pop out to shoot again. This is all just like downtime. Right, we probably saved them. Now I haven't seen you use Soul Bond yet. Soul Bond it's a very long cooldown, but it's really useful. That was probably the scenario that I would use it in, where your Emma is dying. Okay, now let's get out here. There we go, much better. Alright, now stay on the cover. Okay, they have a squirrel. Be careful. With squirrel, yeah, good. This is better. I want you thinking high ground. Let her rip. Let her rip. Nice. Right, so Jake is touching on a point right now. So the right click, every time you get a hit with right click, your right click. For your charge up projectile attack, I think it's L2, right? Every time you get a hit with that, you reduce let's see. You reduce the cooldown of your healing move, your R1, by 0.3 seconds, right? And then every time you headshot with the left click, which is your primary fire, which maybe that's R2 on console, every time you get a headshot with that, it reduces by 1 second. So you want to really have a lot of uptime and doing damage, right? So you want to be holding down L2, you do the full charge, you spam it down, and then you do like 2 primary fires after. At least 1 primary fire. Then you try to hit ahead, and then you go back to charging up around the corner. So that should be the rhythm that you get into. Okay, this is good. Push in with your team. Nice. Go do some damage. Okay, stay behind the wall, though. Stay behind the wall. We're right out in the open. Again, let's look from Squirrel's perspective, right? We're right in the open. If you're over here behind this thing, you can peek out and do damage. If we're over here, you can peek out and do damage. But right on the open, this is not good.
Only 60 seconds left.
Yeah, so primary fire and secondary fire. That's a good idea. Okay, this is too far. Right here, you're by yourself. And Adam, Adam, the only way he can survive by himself is if they're like a insane player with the aim, right? You just headshot, and like that's your only get out of jail card is just doing headshots. So I wouldn't recommend this unless you have like really confidence in your aim, or if you have a tank up here. I'd prefer if you were down here playing with your team, because you could be doing damage on this cloak, damage on that Namor, you could be shooting the squids, be healing. But over here, this is just not what Adam does. I feel like you realize that, but it's a little bit late now. And we probably kill this cloak. Okay, we're coming up on ult. And again, since we're up here, we're out of position. Remember when I said earlier if we're over here? If we're over here, now all of a sudden we're shooting this Namor. We have cover, and we're not in danger. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, it's getting kind of spicy. They ulted. I'm going to rotate back to here, and I'm with my Jeff, and I'm helping out, right? Instead, we're still in here, and Namor just gets a free shot of us. All right, how do we use res? Let's see. Okay, we just get all the way out.
You need to stop.
Let's see. Oh, you guys get the point. Actually, good call. You got the point. Just let it go. Way to not use red. Good stuff. All right, regroup with the team. I'd keep the high ground here and just start spamming down.
Better stop that vehicle.
Okay, we're very close to our tank. Good. A little bit better. All right, now find a corner or some. Okay, we're trying to get high ground. There we go. That's just map knowledge. Stuff like that'll come. Like now we know if I want to get up here, I can't do that on Adam.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Okay, let it rip. Just let it rip. So this is a case of like you're really trying to aim. If you're gonna try to aim, I would play like Widow or something. But with Adam, especially with his secondary fire, it's a projectile. You charge it up and it shoots 3. So just let it rip and like spam the area, right? Because chances are better than not that this Iron Man is like not great, or this this Iron Man's not great and he's gonna get hit with it, right? Okay, what's the plan here? Okay, our team is down 2. Yeah, there's just so much downtime. We gotta be like doing stuff. Okay, now it's ult time. There we go. Good ult. Okay, do we know how the ult works? Walk forward, make sure we heal everybody. Good. Nice ult. This is better freaking. I would just use his primary fires. Yeah, probably. At the very least, we definitely need to like spam though. If you're gonna use primary or secondary, we need to be like outputting, right? We need to be up there doing damage. There's so much downtime where we're like
There's still a chance.
navigating the map.
Better stop that vehicle.
All right, doing damage. Just start shooting. I think they get a bunch of bonus health, and it's like basically full health.
60 seconds left.
Yeah. Oh, so what's up, Churro? All right, let it rip. Get him. So there you go. There's the combo. Nice. Yeah, we're a little
They hit a checkpoint.
off target. There we go.
Good time to stop them.
All right, good. Yes, this is great. Pick one person and stick with them. Go help your Emma. I'm fine with this. Good. Yeah, we use our healing. Now we back up. This is good.
Better stop that.
All right, go do damage. Now we're being passive. We're back to being passive. We need to go be spamming damage down. Oh, Iron Man? Is it Iron Man? Oh, Soul Bond? Okay. So whenever you hear Soul Bond is perfect for things like this. We definitely want to like be on the lookout for things that we can do. I feel like there's a chance that Soul Bond saves your Jeff here just from hearing the Iron Man ult, right? There's a chance that you Soul Bond. I'm not quite sure if we're in range, but if you get all 4 of you guys, there's a chance that you hit. But we have to be aware, right? I feel like we're not super aware. Maybe we're not playing with sound on. Okay, now we've isolated ourselves as well, right? Over here. We got to be with our team. Adam's so bad isolated. Like, this is a diver's dream right now. Oh, jump, jump, jump. You have the jump pack. Okay. It'll just leave Jeff critical, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Destiny awaits.
So yeah, whenever Squirrel Girl's ulting, just get to high ground. That's the way to do it.
Only 60 seconds left. You stopped them in their tracks.
All right, where's our team? Stick with your team. Okay. A little bit closer next to the wall. I feel like we're a little afraid, right? Maybe that's why we're off by herself. That was a good heal. Nice. Way to stay out of it. Good. Soul Bond. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, now let's reposition out to here with our Jeff. Good. Nice. Left click. There we go. This is what I want to see. Now we're doing damage. There. We get more healing. We help our team. Much better. But we can only do this when we're close, right?
The final 10 seconds.
Not terrible. I don't mind it. We're using our ult. That's good. We gotta let it rip and just start spamming left click. We gotta be doing more damage. We're so passive.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Adam's one of the heroes where I prefer making a dive my tank's problem over taking cover. Absolutely. Like, you gotta play with your team. Adam isolated is just free. It's free real estate.
Better stop that vehicle.
Okay, if he wants healing, he's gotta come to you. Okay, good. Now go back and fight. There you go. Gotta be doing damage. Do damage. Uh-oh. Soul Bond! Soul Bond! Soul Bond! Soul Bond! Soul Bond! Save him! No! We could have Soul Bonded! A little late on it. Now it's too late. Dang. So yeah, so Soul Bond is for like big opportunities, right? So they have a lot of momentum. What happened? So they have a lot of momentum right here. Okay, we heal our Iron Man. Now our Jeff is dead, so we have way less healing now. We're down to 2 supports, and it's just you. You and Rocket. Now they have a Cloak ult, so that's a lot of momentum. It's going to be doing damage and healing, and now they have a Squirrel Girl ult, right? So all of this combined, we have to be using Soul Bond. The second thing here that I'm actually just now noticing is we're at 200 ping. That's going to be difficult. I would recommend you double check your servers. Because in the main menu, about like here on the screen is a little thing that shows what server you're connected to. Double check that we're on the right server. Because if we're playing on, you know, Asian servers, if we're in America, or we're playing on American servers, if we're in Europe, like we're gonna get way higher ping. So I'd double check that, and you're gonna get a lot more value. So like, it's gonna be really hard to aim if we're on 200 ping. Yeah, and then if you are just perma 200 ping and like that's your internet, that's your situation, then definitely what Jake is saying, we have to be proactive with it instead of reactive. We can't react and be like, oh man, I'm gonna react, now there's a Squirrel Girl ult, now I'm gonna use myself. No, it's like I have to be reading and ahead of the game. You have to like really develop that sense. And then, yeah, as Omen's saying, like, make sure we use an Ethernet cable. I know this is console, obviously, but so people would prefer Wi-Fi. If you can, Ethernet cable is so much better than Wi-Fi. Like, I can't overemphasize that. It's huge. I remember when I was like younger, I saved up money doing chores, and I bought like 100-foot Ethernet cable so I could get all the way to my room. So like, if you can do that, if not, obviously, you know, everybody has a different situation, but that would be very preferable. Now let's see our positioning on attack. Our Jeff is already dead. That's a really bad sign. So as an Adam, I'm already thinking I really need to pump out the damage and like get the healing out. For fighting games, it's genuinely night and day. Yeah. Okay, we gotta be spamming. We gotta be spamming. There's so much damage and healing we're missing out on, right? If we're just like throwing out the primary and secondary fire into this, we're gonna be doing damage. I've never heard this channel go this far macro. I guess that's true. Well, you know, we should have had this tip on that one Psylocke that we watched that had amazing positioning. Actually, yes, Omen, I used that. It's called a, oh shoot, what is it called? Oh my goodness. But I did use that for a long time. What was that called? It's not as reliable as direct, neither. It's way better than Wi-Fi. Bro, what is it called? Not power line. It's a power line adapter. That's what it is, right? So that is another option. If you can't get a straight Ethernet, you can look into that. Potatoes are goated. Okay, I don't like this. We're just putting ourselves in danger. I like that you're like, okay, I'm not gonna stand in the front. That's good, but you need to be back here, right? Because up here, if this Iron Man looks at you for half a second, he's just gonna kill you, right? Ultron, you're dead. Squirrel Girl can jump up here. Moon Knight can jump up here. Like, this is not safe, unfortunately. Oh God. You guys don't want to hear me talk about food. I can go on a long rant about food and energy and the state of it. Good. I feel like you have a good feel of the momentum. That's good. Okay, that's a bit of a wasted heal. Your R1. That's not a bad one. I would have waited a second, but there we go. Now we got to be doing damage to get him back up. Okay, we have it all going on. Yeah, it's so hard to aim. Like, I can't. Honestly, at this point, like, now that we've really realized that you're on 200 ping, I would not recommend a character like Adam. I would recommend playing like Rocket or Cloak or something like that, right? Because we can say all we want, like, you need to be shooting enemies and getting your uptime and doing stuff, but like, I can't hit anything on 220 ping. Like, I can't. I was on 140 ping trying to play with Jake, and like, I couldn't play a tank that like melees. So like, it's just rough. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So like, that needs to be, we either need to fix the ping, or we need to play a different character, because like, it's not. Again, it could just be a server problem. It could be an Ethernet thing. I feel like you actually have a decent sense for when to back up and when to readjust your positioning. But you're just in such a tough situation. Potatoes are my weakness. Good soup bond.
There's still so much to do.
Good soup bond. Food on the brain. There's a few barbecue places near me where I can get huge loaded baked potato filled with barbecue pork and all the fixings. That sounds so good. Maybe I should make a barbecue pork. I think I need to make a soup. So here's one where your positioning hasn't been good, right? So in this scenario, right, all the other issues aside, they just got the point, okay? So once they get the point, I'm thinking like, all right, what's the next area that we're actually capable of holding? Like, what's the next corner? And a lot of the times in this area, it's very confusing because the first spawn is here and the second spawn's way over there. It's not as linear as most maps. It's like on opposite sides. And so the next area for here is usually way back here. So whenever you spawn here and you guys lose the point, I don't care if you have 3 people or 4 people over there. If you have 1 person in spawn or 2 people in spawn, you need to walk all the way this way and be really safe and then regroup here. This is the regroup point. Because if we don't, we're going to enable our team to do bad things. Now our Namor is dead. We weren't going to be able to save these people anyway. And now we're dead because of it, right? So it's much better to just like get out. Much better. Okay, nice res. Back up, back up. We're still a little close because there's no tanks. Here is fine if there's a tank. So I would have sat here and then regrouped and then realized, okay, I don't have any tanks. I need to be backing up. And that's why we back up, right?
I have risen. Quantum match.
Oh, yeah. So let's look at this situation for a second. Let's see, who do we have here? Right, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 people versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not bad to push here. I don't mind this, right? We're helping our team. But when we do it, we gotta assess the situation. Once there's a mag in our face, we have a decision to make. Either we're gonna go get this health pack and back up and like do damage to him along the way, or we're gonna regroup with our team. On all likelihood, you're not gonna kill a mag as Adam 1v1. You're just not. So it's not a good idea. So we don't want to back up. I think you could potentially get the heal, but yeah, don't let yourself be isolated. We got to scoot forward, and then now we have access to soul bond with our team. Now we can tap into our strange shield if we stand behind him. We can have our Hela start shooting at these people. We can have Rocket help us. But back here, if we back up, there's nobody that can save us. And then the second thing, if we're talking about Squirrel Girl, so this person definitely said like they have a problem against Squirrel Girl. If they have a Squirrel Girl, especially on this map, we have to be very aware of choke points, right? So this solid door, it's very easy to hit us, so we want to minimize our time, right? I'm either going to walk as fast as I can out to here, or I'm not going to go through, right? I'm going to go as fast as I can out into the open, or I'm not going to do it. Quad support, yeah. Can't control other people.
Destiny awaits.
Okay, now we're down Jeff. Again, we're in the choke point, so let's get out of the choke point. Okay, now fast out. That's soul bond here. Keep us alive, soul bond, soul bond. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Destiny awaits.
3. A trice, a trisket.
Like how many seconds is 220 ping? Like how good of reactions do you have to have? And like prediction power. All right, we want to left click. Good. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how you can play on 220 ping. I think it's more predicting. I know, like there's no way to react at all. You have to be predicting. Oh, rip Jake. Rest in peace. Oh, Iron Man. Iron Man. There's an Iron Man. Oh no. We hear him. Oh, where'd he go? And there's another, yeah. There's no way to react to that because we're on 220 ping. Yo, this is you? What's up? This is your Adam? I don't see any issue with 200 ping. That's fine. So what's going on with your ping? If this is your Adam, right? Because there's so many problems that like we can't fix until we figure out the internet, right? Because if we're sitting at 200 ping, we can't react in time with soul bond. Our positioning can't really be fixed very well. I feel like you have a decent sense of flow of the game. Are we on the right servers? I don't have good sound. Okay, we can work with bad sound.
I require some aid.
Okay, we gotta get out here. We gotta get out here. We're by ourselves. Go get back to the team.
Healing power.
Go be with your team. We gotta go be with our team.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
So just so you know, I think a lot of people don't know, there's actually a staircase here where we can relocate. But this is more of a planning problem. We've been here for a long time and we should have gotten all the way out earlier, but that happens. And now we're stuck there. I go res. Oh, there we go. Now we use the staircase. Nice. Good stuff. Iron Man, we can. Oh, Iron Man. Oh no. Oh, run towards your team. Run towards your team. Run towards help. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't mind this positioning now because you're behind your team, right? Now you gotta walk towards your team. Toward your teams. Walk towards your team. Bro, it's so hard. Like, I don't know how you can play like this. All the advice in the world won't help you if we don't have, like, the proper ping.
Destiny awaits.
Only 60 seconds left. So close.
Okay, I'm thinking res here, maybe? Too late. Dang! Yeah, I mean... So feel free to go back and watch it, but like the big thing is until you can have reliable ping, I would not recommend playing Adam Warlock. Like we have to work with our situation, right? Like, and sometimes we just can't change the situation. If that's the case, that's the case. That's how it was. I had pretty bad ping, not this bad of ping, for my whole life, and so I always had to play like projectile characters and spammy things and melee characters and things like that. So I just wouldn't recommend Adam until the ping is fixed and things like that are there. And then once we get it fixed, then I don't think it'll take much adjustments for you to like start really getting much better results. The fact that you're gold already on 220 ping is very impressive. So here, let's bring this up just so you know. Just in case, and you probably know this, but for anybody who doesn't. So right here, right above me, you see it says Northern Virginia. This is where you select your server. So when you click on this, and then, you know, it's probably slightly different for console, but when you tap on this, this shows you all of the servers where they are, right? The ping is not that bad. I never notice it. It does say 220 ping. So I would just double check this and make sure we go to the one that's green, right? Because it really does seem like all of your problems are from ping and not from like positioning. Your positioning's not like terrible. What gives me is Adam's so mobile. Yet his self-help is so limited compared to like Invis. Absolutely. Instead of nerf Adam's movement speed at 30%. You probably never notice it because you're used to it. But like Adam's, all of his healing and his utility comes from him doing damage. And like, bro, like I said, I was playing with Jake on, what was it? Frankfurt servers in Warsaw, like 140. What are the general tips you'd give for me? I'd say first of all, let's lower the ping. Then if you want like to work on positioning, I'd say stick by cover. Some of the times we're definitely out in the open more than we should. Be aware of choke points. For choke points, especially against the squirrel, if you know there's a choke point, then, and we know there's a squirrel, minimize your time in that area, right? So there was an area where like it was the door. Go all the way through the door, or don't go through it at all, but don't like sit there, right? And then as Churro's saying, like, we got to play with our tanks. I know it's kind of hard when you're getting attacked in the back line. You want to like back up and get somewhere safe. The counterintuitive thing is you actually need to push forward and go with your team so your team can help you. Yeah, those would be the three things that I would say. If you do those, like, it'll help a ton. So anyway, that's going to do it for this YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye.